Getting rid of books because of their content would seem to be un-American. It happened in Texas. A Texas public library got rid of these books, and now the court has ruled, the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals, ruling that a Texas public library did not violate a patron's right to free speech by removing books because of content. It was a 10-7 decision, overturned the federal district court and appellate court rulings, finding that Llano County, Texas library systems erred in removing 17 books because of their content. The courts initially ruled that library officials violated the plaintiff's right to receive information under the Constitution's free speech clause by removing these books, and ordered that they be returned to the library shelves. But the plaintiffs, the 7 library patrons who in 2022 filed a lawsuit challenging the removal of 17 books because of their content on race, gender, and sexuality, as well as some children's books that contain nudity, they show up in court, and now a federal district court and a 3-judge appellate court panel ruled against the library. But the Fifth Circuit appellate court on Friday reversed that decision, dismissed the free speech claims against the Lloyd County library system, and the books can be removed. The plaintiffs cannot invoke a right to receive information to challenge a library's removal of books, the judge wrote. So, removal of books is something that will continue, and it will be protected, apparently, by the Fifth Circuit Court ruling. In Texas, we stay, but this has nothing to do with books. It has to do with lottery tickets. A woman in Texas is suing the state's lottery commission for not paying out $83.5 million in a lottery award. It was 3 months ago, Kim.
What?
The numbers on her ticket matched the winning numbers in a drawing. She bought her ticket through a lottery courier service firm. They allow customers to buy tickets virtually using a mobile app. So you don't actually go to 7-Eleven or whatever. You do it virtually.
Okay.
The woman, identified only as Jane Doe in this lawsuit, purchased a ticket for the Lotto Texas lottery game through this app called Jackpocket, and her numbers match those of the numbers pulled that same day. Well, now hold your applause, because they don't want to give her the money.
How can they do that?
A week after she won her lottery, the Texas Lottery Commission executive announced a move to ban courier services like the one that she used under Texas law. But listen.
But she did it a week before.
Thank you. That's what she's saying. The ban became effective on May 19th, and she had done it months prior. This continues. It's a to be continued law and disorder item. There is this quote from the lawsuit. We all know the commission is not allowed to change the rules after the drawing, but the commission has apparently tried to do so and relied, at least in part, on this ex post facto announcement to continue to refuse to pay the plaintiff her lottery winnings just because she utilized a lottery ticket courier service to buy the winning ticket. We will have to see. Yeah.
They
Not
have
cool.
to give it to her. They have to. If she goes to court on that, they're going to, come on.
Well, I don't know. I would agree with you. It would seem to be the thing that it's just basic arithmetic. She bought the ticket in February. You changed the rules in May.
Right.
Why isn't she eligible for the money? So it's $83.5 million. So she can afford to take this all the way.
And why do they even care how you get your ticket as long as you get your ticket? What's the point of making it illegal to get your ticket couriered to you?
I agree with you. I mean, maybe it's a fraud thing, but I agree. Don't you want to feed business to the, So we continue.
Where are my weed smokers at?
Oh, yeah, they're not in Texas. All of you San Franciscans and Angelinos and other people moving to Texas, man, it's all free. It's freedom down in Texas, man. Do whatever you want. All non-medical products containing THC in any form soon could be outlawed in Texas.
What?
Yes. State lawmakers approved a full ban on THC. The Texas House of Representatives voted 95-44 to approve this bill, which bans the sale of all non-medical THC products in the state of Texas.
Anybody bit of weed?
Recreational cannabis is not legal in Texas, but medical marijuana is. And so are hemp-derived products containing no more than 3%, a 0.3% THC content. So non-medical and hemp-derived products that contain any amount of THC would be banned if Governor Greg Abbott signs this measure into law.
Y'all can go to hell. I'm going to Texas.
Yeah, where's my drop when
Y'all
I...
can all go to hell, and I'm going back to Texas.
Yeah,
There
that's
you
right.
go.
So it's being sold to school children all across Texas. That's that's the argument. You know, it's that kind of thing. But it continues to move through the Texas legislature, and if Abbott signs it, I mean, it did pass. So you got to figure that that might become law soon. And, well, it's something of a nightmare for those who think about things that could happen on board a plane. A flight from Tokyo diverted to Seattle after a passenger tries to do what? Open the exit doors. Yes, it's a great tried and true way to F with everybody's lives.
No.
A flight from Tokyo to Houston had to land in Seattle. A passenger tried to open two of the plane's exit doors, according to the FBI. The crew and passengers restrained the person, who was taken to a hospital for medical evaluation after the landing. The Nippon Airways flight traveling from Japan's Haneda Airport to George Bush Intercontinental Airport in Houston. It was diverted because of an unruly passenger, in quotes. It was a 787-9 Dreamliner in the air for about 10 hours when it landed at Seattle-Tacoma around 4 in the morning. The flight diverted because of this passenger disturbance. Second passenger became unruly on the tarmac after they landed. Wow. The person who was the second person who became unruly was frustrated at the flight diversion and punched the bathroom door. Wow. It's the gift that kept... you can continue. Hang on. I've got to do my nasal...
no. Horrible. Yes, apparently the person tries to open the door, sadly, and I think you can imagine how this went. Not
it
good.
It was chaos. It was chaos. And this is, I think, the coda. This is the extra bit. In-flight disturbances have surged, everyone. A similar diversion happened in April when a flight carrying more than 200 people from Bali to Melbourne was forced to turn around after a passenger tried to force open a plane door. In the U.S., there is a zero-tolerance policy for unruly passenger behavior. But that unruly passenger behavior surged to a record high in 2021, nearly 6,000 reported incidents. They've declined since, but 2023 still saw more than 2,000 incidents. And in November, an unruly passenger tried to force open a plane door on a flight from Milwaukee, injuring an attendant and prompting fellow passengers to duct tape the guy to the seat. It's not pretty out there, Kim.
No.
It's not pretty. And then finally, this. A Los Angeles-bound flight diverted after a dog falls ill. It was an emergency landing in Minneapolis. One of the dogs on board became ill. Delta flight departing Detroit was going to LAX. 5 hours later, it was scheduled to land, but the Memorial Day flight ended up detouring to Minneapolis because of a medical emergency involving a cabin pet. The crew was informed that a dog on the flight became sick, and a veterinarian who happened to be on board was assisting with its care. Ultimately, the decision was made to divert the Airbus to the nearest major airport so the pet and its owner could deplane.
Wow.
I support that.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want a dog to die because I'm too selfish to get to my destination on time. So I support that. Yeah.
That's it. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that is Stories from the Sky.
Hi, it's Mark, and I thought that was great. Hit the notification bell. You'll know whenever there's a new video being dropped, and please subscribe to our channel to help us save the universe.